I wish I had done this in the past with foundations instead of being so excited, like, oh, I think this is it. You know, you're all excited and you get home, it's not right. You got to return it. And it can just go on and on and on if you keep doing that. This is not going to cost you a thing. Have you ever struggled to find your right foundation shade? Oh, trust me, you are not alone on this. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some tips that will hopefully help make this process a lot easier. So let's get into the video. Hey friend, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about finding the right foundation and how to actually do that. I feel like I've got a lot better at it because I've done some of these things, and I just want to share them with you to hopefully help the process, because I know that can be a challenge, and foundation is one of the makeup products that is the most expensive and the most crucial in how your makeup comes out. I know you don't want to waste any money, and I know that you want it to look your best. And I'm also going to show you an easy way to find your foundation shade and not have to spend any money. So let's get into this video. So the first thing you want to know is your undertone, and this is very deep and can get really specific. If you are new here, I want you to subscribe because I have something coming and I'm so excited about it to share with you on how doing your makeup and all of these things. If you're kind of a beginner, if you don't know, or maybe you've been in this for a while but you just want more tips, it's going to help you out. So make sure you subscribe because I'm going to have something specifically for you that I think that you will enjoy and learn from. But you're going to want to know your undertone. Let's talk a little bit about it. You want to know whether your skin is warm, cool, or has neutral undertones. Warm undertones often have a golden, yellow, or peachy hue, while cool undertones appear more pink, red, or blue. Neutral are a mix of both. I used to struggle with this. I used to think that my skin was like so red, and I always would find foundations that had red in them. If I saw a foundation that was red, I'm like, that's what I need. But as time went on and I learned more about my complexion and what looked nice on me, I'm more neutral. Now I don't look for foundations that are red. I look for ones that have like more of a neutral undertone, which for me is like a mixture of both. A mixture of like red, peach, golden. That's what I am. So you want to determine that before you get your foundation, because that's definitely going to make an impact. Another tip is to test in natural light. Natural light is one of my favorite lights, okay? I am surrounded by lights. My husband does videos all the time and we have lots and lots of lights, but my absolute favorite is natural light. Like right now I'm recording in natural light and I feel like it just gives you the most beautiful, truest light, in my opinion. My husband might say something different, but I just love natural light. And I also like golden hour, you know, when the sun is going down and that glow is just out there. I love taking pictures. But let me get back to the point. You always want to test your foundation in natural daylight to get the most accurate color match. Artificial lighting can distort. Have you ever went into Sephora or Ulta or any makeup store and even got swatched, even got tested by someone, and you're like, yeah, this is it. And then you go home and you're like, what is this? Even when you get in the car, it's like, did I get the right color? Artificial light is very, very deceiving. So I'm going to share with you here in a minute a way to avoid that, because I could not stand whenever that happened to me. I'm like, it looked right in the store, it looked perfect, and then it's definitely not. It's not the shade you needed. If you're in the store, you can apply swatches to your jawline or the side of your face and blend them to see which shade seamlessly matches to your skin tone. When you're in the store, you might have to, like, you know, try it. But even though it can be deceiving, we're going to get into that. Let me keep going. Another thing you're going to want to do is consider seasonal changes. This is so good. Your skin tone can change throughout the year, often becoming darker in the summer due to sun exposure and lighter in the winter. And that is so true. So you might need two different foundations. That's why you might hear people saying, this is my summer shade, this is my winter shade, because the foundation that you get in the summer, you might not want to wear it in the winter because your skin is going to be lighter. We're not exposed to the sun. We're not outside. More than likely, we're indoors more in the winter time, so your foundation is going to look darker, so you might need a lighter shade for winter. That's something that I definitely found out about myself, is that happens with me. A foundation that I could wear in the summer, I can't wear in the winter. I need a lighter shade. But another thing, if you're like me, you can kind of make it work. If your foundation is too dark, you know how to brighten it up with concealer. If your foundation is too light, you know how to warm it up with bronzer. So you could also do that. But if you're someone that doesn't wear like a lot of those products along with your foundations, you might want two different shades. Let me get into what I really wanted to show you. It's a way that you can go try and get your foundation shade and not have to just try it in that artificial light, not just have to rely on that makeup consultant's opinion of your skin. It's always good to, you know, get help. I've went there and asked for help, but I've also got help before, and when I left, it was not the shade that I should have got. I'm sure they're doing their best to match you, but you want to make sure you're doing your best because you're spending money and you don't want to waste money. But a way to avoid this is you can go into Sephora and get you a sample. And this is what I recently did. And I got a sample of a foundation that I wanted to try by NARS, and they put it in this little pack. And I also got a sample of an Estee Lauder foundation that I wanted to try. I walked in and went up to the register and said, can I please get a sample of these two foundations, because I want to see how this foundation is actually going to work. It is a very small sample and I'm going to show you what it looks like, but I feel like it's good to do before you just buy a foundation outright and spend all that money and have to guess and return it. If you're like me, I don't like returning. I don't like returning anything. And so this is going to help you not have to even go through that. The sample is only going to last you like a day. I'm taking it out to show you because it's really super tiny. This is the size of the sample, but this is enough to last you a day and see how you like it. Possibly two. I don't know if I can stretch it to say 2 days, but if you're like me, I can kind of see after a day how it's working on me. Do I like the finish? Is it making me too oily? Do I look too dry? Does it look patchy? And afterwards, when I take it off, are there any new bumps? Am I getting any like allergic reaction to this foundation? That's good to know before you actually even buy it. So I would suggest you go in there. In my experience, it was super easy to do. There was nothing hard about it. All you have to do is ask, can I try this? Can I try that? And she was like, yeah, you can go get the sample, go over, and they empty it into these little containers. But I feel like this is such a good idea. I wish I had done this in the past with foundations instead of being so excited, like, oh, I think this is it. You know, you're all excited and you get home, it's not right. You got to return it. And it can just go on and on and on if you keep doing that. So I suggest you get you samples. This is not going to cost you a thing. And you can try this out for at least 1 day and see if you like it. What works for someone does not work for everybody. Even if you're looking on TV, your favorite makeup influencer or whatever, just because it works for her skin doesn't mean it's going to work for yours. We are all so different. And God made us all so beautifully different. Our skin is different, it reacts to makeup different, and our preferences are different. And to make things easier, I just want to suggest you go get you a free sample before you even purchase foundation that you're not sure about. So all of these tips should help you find a foundation that matches you perfectly. Let me know down below. We can get even deeper into this makeup conversation because I love it. It can be complex when finding a right product, especially if you're a beginner. And even if you are not a beginner, I am a certified makeup artist. I've been doing makeup for over 20 years and I'm still learning every day, even about my own self. But I have learned a lot of things that I know can help you if you are a beginner. And even if you're not a beginner, they're just going to help you to elevate your makeup or just have an easier experience when it comes to applying makeup and purchasing makeup and things of that nature. So I'm hoping these tips will help you have a beautiful, natural, flawless finish in your makeup application. Remember, makeup does not make you. I love wearing makeup just for the fun of it. I love the process. It's just like, if I want to get away and just do something that relaxes my mind, I just love to do makeup. And if you're like that, you're going to love it here. So if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. We do all things Jesus. I love Jesus. I love Jesus. I love Jesus. That's one thing you're going to hear a lot about on my channel. Makeup, fashion, hair, all of the girly things. We love that here. So don't forget to subscribe. If this video helped you, please hit like before you leave. And as always, I love you. Jesus loves you. And I will see you on the next video.